closing in on game time from San Francisco. It's the Rangers and Giants doing battle again, and it comes your way next. Now from the beautiful city by the bay, MLB The Show comes to you from San Francisco. AT&T Park, the site for this edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, a rematch of the 2010 Fall Classic, as it'll be the Texas Rangers taking on the San Francisco Giants. And hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian, delighted to be back for another season here on the show. With me, as always, are two of the best around, Dave Campbell and Eric Karros. And Dave, let's turn to you first. What catches your eye here in this matchup?
Well, one thing you're going to get when these two teams match up are plenty of long balls. Both finished in the top 10 in the majors in home runs last year, so there's always the possibility we'll have a slugfest on our hands.
All right, Dave, thank you, and we'll hear from Mr. Karros in a moment. But first, let's check out the starting lineup for the defending American League champion Texas Rangers, brought to us by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They'll match up against the guy they call the Freak, two-time National League Cy Young Award winner, the right-hander Tim Lincecum. And there you see a look now at the Giants' defensive alignment behind him. Into the box is the leadoff man, Elvis Andrus, and we are set to go here from San Francisco. And our first pitch taken for ball one as we are underway tonight from San Francisco.
Boy, first pitch of the night, and that home plate umpire's already letting you know what kind of game it's going to be.
And it's a called strike to even the count at one. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight, 57 degrees at game time. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And when a guy like this lets two go in a row, you know he's looking for something else.
Now Lincecum's 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Well, nobody in that dugout's going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
So one away now, and here's Ian Kinsler. And here's strike one now, and you know the Giants pitching staff last year really was what gave them the world title, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, without a doubt. I mean, they're 1 through 4, Lincecum, Kane, Sanchez, Bumgarner. You don't get any breaks in that group, and And with a great bullpen topped off by Wilson at the back, I still think it's one of the deepest pitching staffs in all of baseball.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And one thing you certainly don't want to do is put a guy on base with your 3, 4, and 5 guys coming up.
Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he's already throwing 10 pitches here, and it's just the second batter of the ball game.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And after challenging him up with the last fastball, that's a perfect spot for the follow-up, right at the knees.
Just underway here in San Francisco. The 2-2 from Lincecum. Fouled back. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Up with it there is Sandoval. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Our umpiring crew for tonight's contest, calling the balls and strikes, is Earl Hendricks. The crew chief, Mac Harvey's at first. The former Congressman, Chuck Price, at second, and Clyde Washington is over at third. Josh Hamilton will stand in here, the reigning batting champion in the American League. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Yeah, and even though he's retired the first couple of guys here in the first, they've made him work for it so far.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line. The 2-2 coming. 3-2 now.
And you don't want this inning to go any further than this, so I think he'll probably get something to hit here.
Now a swing, and here's another chance down there at third. And they'll try for the stretch at first, but it gets right by him.
Well, troubles here at third base. He comes up with this thing cleanly, but just doesn't lock in on his target. That'll be an E5.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and digging in the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. First pitch now from Lincecum. Swing and a miss that time. Strike one.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Not very good discipline here. He chases one out of the strike zone on the last pitch, then turns around and just stares at strike two.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Lincecum readies another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And this will be something to watch as we go forward. Will they test that guy's arm behind the plate? And the early answer is yes, as he's into scoring position now with 2 away here in the first.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. Throw arm to first, and that error won't come back to haunt them after all as the inning is over. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. It's the Rangers nothing, Giants coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.